Hi students, welcome to online class. So today we are going to discuss about chapter 4 algorithmic strategies. So in this video we are going to discuss about sorting and its types. So last two videos we have discussed about searching and its types. So we have completed the two topics, linear search and binary search. So now in this video we are going to discuss and study about sorting and its types. What is mean by sorting? Sorting means arranging the data. See, arranging in the sense, for example, in your class you are arranged in a alphabetical order, ascending order, by name wise when you are writing the exam. See, so the arrangement is done by name in an alphabetical order. So like that here, sorting means we are going to arrange the data. The arrangement may be either in ascending order or it may be in descending order, like that. So from small number to large number, right? So there are three types of sorting is available. So what are the three types of sorting? In your book they have given three types of sorting. What are they? First one is bubble sort. So second one is insertion sort. And then third one is selection sort. So now in this video we are going to discuss about bubble sort algorithm. We are going to discuss about bubble sort algorithm. So bubble sort algorithm is a very simple sorting algorithm. So what is this algorithm says? How this algorithm works? See, the algorithm starts at the beginning of the list of values stored in an array. So the algorithm is going to start from the first element in the list, and then what it is going to do, it is going to compare each pair of adjacent element and swaps them if they are in the unsorted order. So what here they are trying to explain is, so the bubble sort algorithm starts from the first element in the list. It is going to compare the first element in the list with the second element in the list. So it compares pair of adjacent elements. Pair in the sense two. Adjacent element means next element. So the first element and the second element is compared. So it is going to compare both the elements, first element and the second element. If the first element is greater than the second element, then it is going to swap. Swap in the sense exchange the position. For example, you consider the first element as 3. The second element is 1. First element is 3. Second element is 1. Now you compare 3 is greater than 1. 3 is greater than 1 means, so we want to exchange the position. Exchange the position in the sense, first element 3 goes to the second element. So 1 is the second element that comes to the first element, that is first position. Just we are going to change the position alone, right? So this is called bubble sort algorithm. We are going to compare the first element and the next element. If the first element is greater, so automatically we go for swapping. Swapping means exchanging, changing the position. First position is occupied by the second element. Second position is occupied by the first element. So this comparison and passed, this comparison is done and then it is passed to be continued. The passes will be continued until no swap is needed, which indicates that the list of values stored in the array is sorted. So this swapping process will go on continuing till it reaches the last element in the array. Not only last element in the array, so first time the swapping will go on, first iteration it will be going on. So until there is no swap is needed, then the values stored in the array is sorted. Sorted means the array gets sorted. Now you see, now we can see the another name for the bubble sort algorithm. This algorithm is also called as comparison sort. So why it is called comparison sort? What is mean by comparison sort? See, comparison sort means we are going to compare the elements, so that's why it is called as comparison sort. The first element is compared with the second element. See here, the algorithm is also known as comparison sort, is named for the way smaller elements bubble to the top of the list. So the smaller elements should come to the top of the list. The smaller elements should come to the top of the list. So that's why it is called as comparison sort. The smaller elements is otherwise called as bubble, right? And then there is another disadvantage in this algorithm. What is the greatest disadvantage? See, there is an advantage is there, but every method there will be a disadvantages will be there. In this particular sorting, it is too slow and less efficient when compared to insertion sort and other sorting methods. Bubble sort algorithm takes much time because it is used to compare each and every element one by one, and then the swapping process will be going on. So this algorithm is too slow. This algorithm is too slow and less efficient when we compare with other sorting methods. Right. Now we can assume a list as an array of n elements. So the list is considered as an array of n elements. The swap function swaps the values of the given array elements. Right. Let us take an example, then you can understand it clearly. Before going for the example, so you want to understand the pseudocode. So see here, start with the first element. We want to start with the first elements. So the index is considered as 0. The index is considered as 0. Compare the current element with the next element of the array. So the index 0 is compared with the index 1. So 0 represents the first element, index 1 represents the second element. Right. Now you see, if the current element is greater than the next element of the array, swap them. So what they are saying, if the current element means the index 0 is compared with the index 1, if the index 0 is greater than the index 1, if the current element is greater than the next element, what we want to do? We want to swap. We want to exchange the values. Interchange the values. Instead of saying exchange, we can say interchange, changing the position. But if the current value is less than the next or right side of the element, if the current value is less than the next element or less than the right side of the element, what we want to do? We want to move to the next element. There is no need to swap. There is no need to exchange. Right. See here. So go to step 1 and repeat until the end of the index is reached. So what we want to do is, we want to go until the end of the index, until the last element in the array, right? Up to that we want to compare each and every element in the array. So let us consider the values 5, 1, 6, 2, 4, 3. 5, 1, 6, 2, 4, 3. So pictorial representation is given here. See here, 5 represents index 0. Then 1 represents index 1. 6 represents index 2. 2 represents index 3. 4 represents index 4. 3 represents index 5. Right, now we can see. So first iteration. So in this first iteration, the first element 5 is compared with the next element 1. 5 greater than 1. True or false? 5 is greater than 1. So it is true. So we want to do swapping process. So we want to go with the swapping process. So when swapping process is done, 1 comes to the first position, that is 0th index. 5 goes to the second position, that is index 1. Now again 5 is compared with the next element 6. 5 is greater than 6. Condition becomes false. So we want to move to the next element 6. So in iteration 3, 6 is compared with the 2. Which is greater? Whether 6 or 2? 6 is greater. So whenever the value is greater, so interchange the values. Swapping process is done. Now you see 1, 5, 2, 6, 4, 3. Now again 6 is compared with 4. 6 is compared with 4. Whether 6 is greater than 4, true or false? True. True means again swapping process is done. So now it becomes 1, 5, 2, 4, 6, 3. So now again 6 is compared with 3. When 6 is compared with 3, 6 is greater than 3. True or false? 6 is greater than 3. True. True in the sense again swapping process is done. So 3 comes to the 6th. 3 comes to the 4, that is index 4. Index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It comes to the index 4. 6 goes to the index 5. So now in this process, so now the interchange process is done. 1, 5, 2, 4, 3, 6. So still now the array is not sorted. So again 1 is compared with 5. Whether 1 is greater than 5? No. So then again 5 is compared with 2. Whether 5 is greater than 2 or not? True. True means again swapping process will be done. So like that the swapping process will be going on. So the above picture represents only the one time the iteration has been done. In the first iteration, all these six processes are done. Similarly, all the iterations are done. Final iteration will give the sorted array. Final iteration means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all the 6 values will be arranged in the ascending order. So it takes much time. I think it takes more than 6 times. So 6 times it will be going on working. So it is compared to 36 iterations. So 36 times the values, each and every value is compared to get the sorted array. So for this process only, they are saying that this is the greatest disadvantage of this algorithm, too slow and less efficient. Bubble sort algorithm is too slow and less efficient. For this particular thing, when you compare with other sorting methods, this is too slow and less efficient. Right. I think you might have understood this bubble sort algorithm. Bubble sort algorithm is a very simple sorting algorithm. It is used to compare the first element with the next element. If the first element, that is the current element, is greater than the next element, swapping process is done. If the current element is not greater, move to the next element. Right. I think you might have understood this bubble sort algorithm. So let's end the class. So thank you, students.